My kids are 10 years old or younger and have a business that will continue to pay them into adulthood. If you want your kids to be more successful in life, help them start a business while they're young. You will set them up for an entire lifetime, and I'll show you how to do it. Be better tomorrow because of what you do today. My name's Brent, and I make content for men. This is specifically for fathers. We've been talking about finances and introducing your kids to finances in this series. We've talked about how to breach the conversation and start the conversation with your kids. In the last episode, I introduced you to a book I use and a technique I use to get my kids interested in learning about business, building their own business, to learning about investing. This episode are how to get your kids started in business. Every kid should start their own business and learn to build businesses as a kid. You're putting them at an amazing advantage. Guys, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in this video, but we're going to have to go to my office for that. So let's go to my office. Now, we're back in my office, and first thing you need to know about starting a business with your kid is you need to start brainstorming ideas, right? And that can be a lemonade stand or dog walking or yard mowing. I don't know how old your child is, but encouraging them to explore the possibilities is important. So start brainstorming with your kid what they might want to do. Number two, guys, is you need to figure out what's practical for you and your kid, because not everything is practical. My daughters wanted to start a coffee stand until they realized they couldn't put it anywhere but our yard without me having to get a license for them. And then I asked them, are you going to pay me for the coffee? You're going to use my coffee pot. You're going to use my coffee. So how much of this am I getting? Once they actually started having to think about where they're getting their product, how much that's going to cost them, and how much they're going to have to price coffee and not put it in an ideal spot, which was their words, it talked them out real quick. So look at the possibilities. Your kid can't go mow lawns and do yard work if you don't live in a place with a need for that, or you don't have a lawnmower they can haul around the neighborhood, or a way for them to do that. Number three, and probably one of the most important things, is this is a learning experience, okay? That's what this is intended. Do not think your kid's going to make a lot of money. My kids honestly haven't made crap, but it's a learning experience, guys. The idea is to teach them about business, right? Every great businessman will tell you they've failed 5 or 6 or more businesses before they ever became a success. Well, let's get it out of the way now when it doesn't matter, and teach them the lessons that come with starting a business. So figure out what you want them to learn. I wanted my kids to start learning to access their creative part of their brain and use their creativity to make money. So that's what I did. Now, before I get into the direction I went with my kids to give them long-lasting longevity with their business, so we'll keep paying them long into the future, in the comments below, tell us what business you had as a kid. If you did something for money, if you had a business, tell us what business that is and what business you think would be a good idea for your kids. I love to hear about it. Contribute to the community, share with us, give somebody ideas that may not know what they want to do yet. Now, here is something that is unique I've done with my kids that not everybody thinks about, guys. So I've talked about it before. My kids have a t-shirt business. T-shirt, coffee mugs. Basically, they design things and sell those designs on different kinds of merchandise. They get what's paid royalty income. Now, I'm going to give you guys some tools to do things like this. And I'm going to show you on the screen. Redbubble.com is where my kids' store is. And you can have a store there. It doesn't cost anything to have a store. Also, I'm going to list some really important tools here that are varying in price. Canva.com is free, but they have a paid subscription. Placeit.net is one I use every day. They have some free stuff. They also have paid versions, and I'll have a link in the description for Placeit because I'm a Placeit user. Vexels.com I use all the time. I have a lifelong subscription to them. And Redbubble.com, as well as several other hosts to be able to host this stuff. The reason I went with these kind of things, guys, is I wanted my kids to work on that creativity, as well as something that, a design they made earlier this year can still be paying them when they're 15 or 20 years old. Start a business with your kid. And remember, if you're doing most of the work, it's not actually getting anything done for them, guys. So Dad, I know you want to help, but help by getting them started, answering questions and being a resource, but don't do it for them. Guys, start your kids on a business. They will learn lessons that will go with them for the rest of their lives. If you haven't seen the first part of this series, I'll place some videos over here for the first 2 videos. And be better tomorrow because of what you do today. And I'll see you next time.